Hello and welcome back. My name is Rabellaka, and today is part 2 of my Tiny Town Build Challenge, Shell Build Challenge. And so I did the Shell Challenge back in April for Dabney Mallory on Twitch. And I thought that it would be fun to make all of the houses in Deligracy's Tiny Town, but using the same shell. So now we are on to the second shell, which is the yellow one, and this shell is a yellow mid-century build. So this is actually something I'm not very comfortable with building. I don't really like mid-century architecture, and I almost said archaeology. That's not the right word. It's definitely not my favorite style of architecture. So I did struggle with this a little bit. But I just tried to think of actually my grandparents' house from when I was a kid. I talked about my grandparents' house, the last one, how they had a farmhouse, but my other grandparents, they had a mid-century style house. So I kind of tried to channel that a little bit. So one thing I've noticed with a lot of mid-century houses is they've got the asymmetrical roofs, and so I have that here. Yellow is kind of a weird color to work with because you either have the really bright yellow or you have like a softer pastel. And for the outside I tried to go more with the pastel color because I thought that looked better with the bricks for the chimney. And I did try to give most of these houses an actual chimney, but that is still something that was quite common in mid-century houses, was chimneys. I was telling my youngest child, who's very interested in houses right now, that a lot of new houses don't have chimneys, and so he's always looking now for whether or not a house has a chimney. So it's something I'm a little bit more aware of. So I decided for one of the things I needed to do was to raise this up to medium wall height, which actually changes the height for all of the buildings. So you may have noticed with the last one when I did the tour, there was actually space above the fireplace when there wasn't when I was actually decorating it. That's why. It's because I raised it up afterwards. So anyways, so what I wanted to do was to build a split level house and to have like the kitchen on one level and have a living room on another level. And then I'll have a single bedroom and a large bathroom as well. So I'm just getting the walls and floors out here. I use pretty much every pack in this build, I think. It's a lot. But I do really like the tile wall with the white and black tile with the yellow wall. That's probably not a mid-century tile. It's probably more modern. It's actually very similar to what we have in our washroom now. But I did like it. It was one of the few yellow tiles that I liked. And so originally I had the back part higher up and the front part at the front door lower. But I didn't really like how that looked. So what I did instead was I raised the bathroom and the front room, which will become like a kitchen dining area, and made a front porch that was also raised up, and then had steps down to a sunken living room, and from there will be actually a door out to the backyard. I haven't gotten that far yet though. And another thing I did was I fenced off all of the lots, but I did feel like the wooden fence from the last house was really the vibe I wanted for this one, so I did change it later on as well. So as we go on, the fence around each lot will be changed to be the same color or style as the building I'm working on. So I was trying to find lights to go in here, and that one light, actually the big one there, really fit nicely in the alcove, but I thought I would want a fireplace in there. So I did put a fireplace in, with some stone underneath the fireplace. Actually, put up on a little platform. There we go. So it has a little, I think it's called, a hearthstone. So it has a little hearthstone that it's sitting on. And then just kind of wood floor with some, I'll put some carpet down. So you can see the door to the bedroom is on the lower level. and the door to the bathroom is on the upper level. So you can build split level houses in The Sims, but only through platforms, unfortunately. And if you want to do split level, you can't do like one side of the house is higher than the other. I wish you could, but it just won't line up. It actually makes the walls look funny too when you have them half down like this. So the other thing I was having trouble with was the windows and the doors. I'm not sure why, but most of the doors do not go all the way up the wall. They are very short, and the windows, a lot of them do. So I wanted to have a very brightly lit living room. I did eventually get it to work. And then I like these narrow windows. They stack nicely in the bathrooms, so you do get some light in there, but it's not completely open. And actually in the living room, it's not yellow for the floor in the living room. It's a kind of a bluish, brownish, gray stone, which I really, really like that tile. It's actually probably one of my favorite tiles. So, and I had actually made the front porch just a little bit higher than the kitchen, so I wanted to see if I could do a little step when he first came in. So I have that there, and it's actually the same stone as the kitchen. So, and actually a lot of the appliances go really well with the mid-century look. I used the filter for mid-century quite a bit in this because I wasn't sure what to put in it. So I do know that a lot of the houses would have those little pillars along the walls, and I meant to take down the walls behind them, and I forgot, but I think I get them down later on. So, so then I was just looking at some artwork and some decorative items. Actually the bowling pack is really good for mid-century items. There we go. I got the wall out behind them there. Yeah, it's just not just not my favorite. But so I have these curtains here, and I know they only go over half of the wall, but was hoping they would look like they kind of actually went across all of it. They were just kind of like pulled back. And that clock and that radio, I had to put them in somewhere. So the clock is above the fireplace. That just screams mid-century to me. And the radio, I mean, I had one just like that when I was a kid. So, yeah, I had to make it in as well. Very nostalgic for me. So, and then that kind of pale blue or cyan blue color with the yellow, for me, that color scheme just seems to go with everything here. Like a lot of the Dream Home Decorator items have that color scheme in it, those two colors, the mustard yellow and teal blue. So I kind of carried that theme throughout the house, even when I was using items that didn't come from those packs. I still tried to get those colors to go through it. And I was having a hard time placing things with the two doors along the wall and windows everywhere. It just was a little bit difficult to get things where I wanted them. I did end up putting a TV on top of the fireplace. It's probably not the right type. And then I found this coffee table which has the raised side on it. And again, that's something I saw a lot from my grandparents' houses when I was a kid. And I thought that's perfect for the TV, to have that sit on that little table there. So I have it in the corner, kind of angled, but I think it works. And I changed the curtains to the Desert Luxe ones. They're not yellow, but they look better, and they've got the rail that can go across the room, so it looks like they are actually just pulled back a little bit from wherever. So I don't have curtains sitting right beside the fireplace, because I'm pretty sure they would catch fire. So I do like how this turned out in the end. And this character, they make their money through knitting and cross-stitch. So I had to make sure to have a knitting bag and a cross-stitch box there as well. And I wanted to have some way for them to get wool, but like the llama shed was just too big. I mean, this is a tiny lot, so So it didn't work. And my thought process is that they would have the mini sheep actually instead. The mini sheep can give you wool in the different colors. So I wanted to have like a little pasture area for them, a little bed. I know it's a horse bed, but the sheep will sit there as well. So, and I found a yellow fence that I liked. So I got rid of all the stuff that was sitting in the little fenced off area. It sticks around, like it's in the build somewhere, but it's not sitting right in the front anymore. So I put some prairie grass there. It's actually, I really like having prairie grass because you can find treasures in there. And I also thought this person would maybe have a cat. So I have a little cat bed and a cat tree, something to decorate with, some balls of yarn. And it's just, I really like how this turned out actually. And in the bathroom, I haven't put anything in the bathroom yet, so I put the litter box behind a screen of some plants. We've got more yarn in the bedroom and more windows. And it was a little interesting with decorating the bedroom because this is, the bathroom, I mean. The bedroom is the full height walls, but the bedroom is shorter ones. So, did I say that right? Bedroom has tall walls, the bathroom has shorter ones. That's right. So, you don't get actually all of the tile. It's like the tile is a little bit shorter. So I was trying to find a gate. This fence doesn't actually come with a gate, but I did find one that I thought looked nice with it. So, so I used that, and then I put a little sales table out front. I left a lot of the plants there. Oh, and I was trying to find the same stone pathway that was used before. That was really difficult, but I did eventually find it. And I wanted to put a gate in here at the back, but I could not get it to work because the house is on a little bit of a foundation. It's just one level step up, but I could not get a gate to go in there. So unfortunately, you can't get into that area with a gate. You have to go around from the other way. But and then the ceilings I was having trouble with too. Because I put platforms in, it did make it kind of weird, but in the end I figured it out. And then I wanted to have some windows up on top, but to do that I actually had to get rid of the ceilings so that you could see the windows. So, but I didn't like how that worked, how it looked with no ceiling, because then you just see the sky. And the ceilings are something I really enjoy in The Sims. I really like putting ceilings on everything. So if you look at my builds, anything that came out after Horse Ranch has ceilings. So, so we got some more little panels, privacy panels on the walls here. Got rid of some of the weedy grass looking stuff. I want to try to keep most of the yellow flowers. We got some sunflowers in here, some hollyhocks. I always size up the hollyhocks actually. I think they're too short. I have hollyhocks and they are literally 10 feet tall. So the ones here seem really short to me. And also hostas. I love hostas. Fun fact, you can actually eat hosta shoots and stems and leaves when they're young, and flowers. So it's an edible plant. I need to have outdoor lights too. I've said this before, I tend to build at night. Sometimes by accident, sometimes on purpose. But I like to build at night so that I can see how well lit the house is at night. I hate playing on a lot at night and there's no outdoor lights and you can't see anything. That's just not really what I like. So, but then sometimes I forget to change it back to daylight. So that's a slight problem. Yeah. So I wanted to have a little outdoor area. So I have little lounge chairs here with a little barbecue. And the cooler is still there. It's sitting on the porch, but I made a little patio. And it is only a 1 tile wide space there between the house and the fence. That's really all you need. But got a little table there so they can entertain. And some hanging plants just to liven it up a little bit. And I even have a little umbrella here. I found a yellow one. It actually matches the chairs quite nicely. And I put some little lanterns around. I noticed now that my chimney's missing. I don't remember if I removed it or if it disappeared by accident. I hope I put a new one in. So, and I forgot to, in the bedroom, I forgot to put a dresser in. So I put a little dresser in instead of a little table. And that's where I put the cross stitch and knitting stuff. And then, thought the walls looked a little blank in the kitchen on the one side. I was facing the other way and forgot to put something on that wall, so I have a little shelf there. And finally I get to the bathroom. I was working on the bathroom earlier and then forgot to finish it, so I'll finish it now. So I have our little kitty litter box. I've got a sink and a tub. I love that waterfall sink. It just looks really nice there. And then I did put I'm working on the bathroom. I put a shower in, but I didn't really like how it looked. And this bathroom is so big. So I thought, what about if I section off a part of the room and lower it by a step and make that into a bathroom, or make that into a shower. But I also wanted to have like sliding doors, like glass doors, and like a glassed-in shower. So I worked on this quite a bit, trying to figure this out. I did eventually get it. So then once you're inside, I need to do the walls as well there too. So I put the same tile on the inside at first, but it just kind of looked weird on the inside of the shower, so I switched it up to a different tile. And that one window kept glitching on me, but I think it's fine. And then what I ended up doing is putting it down another step into the actual shower area, and I just used one of I think that's a university shower. So I like how it ends up in the end. I think it looked really nice at the end. So it's one thing I like to do sometimes is the step down into a shower. And also I needed to have a light in the shower, I thought, because it was a little dark in there. I think in general the bathroom's a little dark, honestly. A lot of my bathrooms are dark because I just have lights around the mirror. There is an overhead light, but I think it's off right now. Not sure why. Then some clutter, light switches. I tried to remember to put light switches everywhere that I needed them in this build. Sometimes I forget, especially when I'm playing like my own save files. I don't often put light switches in. I often forget to put clutter in. So we have some more plants here. I know this is not a plant sim, but plants are a great way to decorate and fill up space. And I love these kitty lamps, the cat lamps. I would have gotten the what is it called? My First Pet stuff. I would have gotten that pack probably just for the lamps. I don't care that half of it is stuff for cats and dogs. I actually like the stuff that was added in as well. Okay, and I have another box of knitting stuff there, and some decorations on the wall, and some like knitting decorations here, wherever I could find a spot to put them. And I've got the filter up from the mid-century stuff again. Some little side tables, a little spot to sit, a little table with a weaving on it sitting next to it. I know it's not functional that you would sit at that table and use it, but it looks cute. Okay, and this is actually coming back a different day, that's why I kind of jumped to outside. And I wanted to finish this, so what I needed to do was I needed a garbage can somewhere, and I put a little mailbox in there. I figured I needed to have a cat bed and maybe a little scratching post somewhere. And some other things to just make it look nicer. I still can't fit that llama barn anywhere, so I'll get rid of that. And this is when I added the wishing well to the corner of the lot. It's kind of like it looks like it's supposed to be on the first lot, but it is actually in the shared space. Actually, all of the sales tables are in the shared space as well. Okay, I was just trying to figure out what else I needed. I decided that I needed another window on that wall in the bedroom, so I have a window above the bed. I know it doesn't match the other windows there, but that's okay. And have some paintings on the walls, or well, paintings or pictures. I just couldn't figure out what to put in that section there, because everything I found was too big or too tall, and it's a smaller, like it's not very wide, that area. So I just was trying to find something that would fit in there, and finally I found that sun. I think it looks nice there. And I also put a washer and dryer in the bathroom, and a laundry hamper. I put it in front of the door on the side that does not open. You got some little carpets and some other clutter, soap dispensers, towels, things like that. Things that the Sims don't use, but it makes it look more realistic. So, all right. So I'm gonna go into the game now and show you what it looks like. Alright, so here's a look at the house. So you can see the outside here. I did find some little sheep later on, so I've got a Dalmatian mini sheep, which will give you either black or white wool. So I didn't actually know that, but it gives you either black or white. Green and cream. So cream is gives you the yellow, gives you cream wool, but it makes yellow items. So there's no actual yellow sheep. Alright, so let's just go around here and take a look at the outside. It is daytime here, so I've got my garbage pail over here. And I've got all my stuff here for my outdoor patio. So I've probably found the sheep while I was building another house. So let's go in. I'm just gonna go into tab mode here, and it might not work very well because of the split level, but we'll see. So go into the house. So we'll go in here. Let's take a look in the bathroom first. So we've got the laundry here, kitty litter box, we've got our bathroom, sink, toilet, and then I love this shower here. Custom shower. And I don't know why my ceiling is not showing up. Anyway, so we have the dining room here with like little cat bowls and a scratching post here. Actually, I think I know why. Hold on. I don't have my walls up. There. Now I can see the ceiling. Alright. Let's go back into the bathroom. I'll show you the ceiling. Oh. No ceiling. Okay. You know what? That's probably for messing around with the platforms. I probably lost my ceiling. I'll fix that. So anyways, dining room here, and then we've got our kitchen. With a lot of yellow accessories, or not accessories, appliances. We've got some decorations on the wall here. And let's go down into our living room, and I'm just gonna hit tab again and down here. There we go. So we've got our fireplace with some decorations, TV, some plants, well, lamps, some weaving, and a little poof here. There's our box from out front, and we can go in through here into the bedroom, and we can see the beautiful wall there between us and the neighbor's house. And so we've got our bed with some knitting things there. Got a big clock on the wall, bookshelf. And the cat lamps, which I love. Alright. And we come down here, and you can see the... I want it to look like a popcorn ceiling, but what it actually is a white carpet. And then you can come right out here into our patio. Go. And So I have the yellow fence all around, and then I have these yellow roses as a hedge along the side here. Alright, so thank you for watching, and we are going to be moving on next to our red building over here. So I will see you next time. So if you like this, don't forget to click like, and if you're new here, you can click on subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!